Alright. Hello everyone. Welcome to part 3 of a Decepticon story. Let's start this off. After the defeat and subsequential subjugation, wow, fuck it. No big words for smooth brain boy. Fuck it. After fucking Starscream got his shit slapped by Megatron and the crew that he has at this point just fucking formed up. They took over the station and we began. Well, Megatron gave the order to attack Iacon, the capital city of the Autobots. I will no longer be under Lord Megatron's care. But since I am an air unit, I hate the fact that I'm working for someone. This fucking annoying. His voice makes me wish to fucking scrap myself. This man is incompetent as well. Like, I don't know how the fuck he's alive. Sure, he has some battlefield experience, but he's shit. During the frontal assault on Iacon, I'm not gonna lie to you, I left him. Why? Simple. He was not putting my skill to good use, so I joined the ground forces with Brawl, which immediately knew what I was doing and was completely okay with it. Given the fact I was part of his regiment and very clearly could just see the, well, more like in my posture, I needed to break some things with my bare hands. But, Brawl. I never realized how scary this man was. Like, granted, Brawl is Brawl, but now with the fucking Dark Energon coursing through me and him, we cut through people like fucking butter. We're like this. We just cannot lose. Me and Brawl end up meeting up after an attempted denial bombing run from Starscream. And then I just ended up going back to my regiment later, and he just let me stick with him for a bit. But in all reality, that was one of the worst ideas I ever made in my fucking life. That caused the sequence of events for the most scars I will ever have on my body, period. 'Cause that shit hurt a lot. Because, unknown to me, I thought Brawl went inside with Megatron, so I followed my command, my fucking boss. So I soon realized after entering and the door locking behind us, Brawl is not in this room. And Megatron is. Same with Soundwave and Barricade. There was an entire fucking spiel given by the Prime. I don't remember his fucking name. I mean, don't get me wrong, he was a good Prime. It's just like he tried to hand off the Prime seat to some fucking scribe. Which, personally, I don't fucking jive with that. But, yeah, the sequence of events that led to most of my scarring. Yeah, no, you think that, oh, yeah, no, one guy is not that hard to deal with. No. Him himself was not hard to deal with. The holograms of himself, the hard-like constructs of him with spears. Yeah, no, they were painful. Then he also had, like, these, like, the fucking roof came down like a goddamn jackhammer. And fucking just started trying to smash me. It was unpleasant. After Soundwave made the brilliant deduction of hitting the glowing thing above his little fucking invincibility bubble, which I was confused on why Megatron probably could have broken it, but I don't know at this point. Megatron scares me, and I'm not gonna step on his fucking toes, but back to me. I'm fighting. I'm getting cut up. Shocked to shit because they were lightning javelins. I'm not even gonna fuck with you. Some of them threw them. Others had fucking shotguns. It was a nightmare. It was pretty terrible. Luckily, I survived. Barely. And I seen Megatron put a damn hand through his stomach. I'm talking about the Prime. And apparently, this Omega key wasn't even the fucking key. So, I'm naturally pissed. And, oh god. What I did not know was the wrath of Cybertron itself coming to fucking curb stomp us. Like, understandably, we'll probably make it out. I don't know, but like, something called Omega Supreme, yeah, sure, sounds kinda fucking strange, right? Does that not, like, ruffle anyone's feathers a bit? Like, I swear to God, I read about that somewhere. I don't know. I don't think it... Was it a fucking fairy tale book? What the fuck was it? Regardless, I don't really know what it was. But, I'll just show you what I have at the moment. One moment. This is the fucking size comparison. Yeah, you might think I'm like, oh, no, this is some shit out of your nightmare. No, wait. It gets worse. It turns into a fucking aircraft. The thing that I am. So guess what I was doing the entire time? Getting chased by it because Megatron gave me the Omega key. Well, what we later realized was a tracker. And it thought I was Megatron. So, yeah, no. God, no. Please, God, no. No more. By Primus, by Cybertron itself, this thing was terrifying. And yes, this is coming from a man who has killed 100 people. Like, a lot of people by himself. Never again. This was terrible. This was a fight that I would never want to do again. That was something from the deepest pits of Cybertron, underneath the fucking countless seas of rust. This thing, nah. I don't want to fight this thing again. I hope I don't ever have to fight this fucking thing again. Ever. Fucking ever. You don't understand. It had heat-sinking fucking missiles. And I'm a fucking jet. That is the equivalency of you being like someone just fucking running up on you and splashing rust, liquid rust, into your fucking face. That shit's not okay. That shit's actually extremely painful. And if you could see here, you see that little fucking silhouette? Right about here. Like right under my... Yeah, no, that's me. I was blown up. I slammed into the fucking building that tipped over after I was told to drop the Omega Key in this ditch. Granted, I shot at him, but I did not fight this. No. Never. Never make me fight this again. Please. It was not worth it, man. It was not worth. But, alright. Composure's back. Okay. So, after that, I just kind of went around, to be honest. One moment, please. We're gonna skip forward some time. That's when Optimus showed up after the death of Omega Supreme. He leveled blow after blow at us. Not gonna lie. Thought we were gonna lose for a couple of times there. I was, stationed to guard Optimus. And then I got cut in half. Recently, it's been difficult doing much of anything. I'm sure I got my legs back, but fuck is it hard to get used to them. Can't even fucking transform anymore. Like, I can't even hover. I'm strictly a ground unit that can't even fucking transform. I'm defective. And I damn near have nothing else. You know what? I know what I need to do. I know it. I hate doing this. This is gonna go bad, and I know it is. I know it's gonna go bad. I fucking feel it. This is gonna go so fucking sideways. You know what? Fine, gotta suck it up. Ugh. Alright. Okay. I go to Shockwave. And I sign up for an experimental procedure, which, to be honest, has a chance of basically giving me full recovery. I could put in stasis and transport it somewhere. I don't even know where I'm fucking at. And, well, that so far is the log. And, yeah. Apparently Shockwave told me to make this. I don't know why. But, yeah. Apparently there might be issues with me remembering what and who I am afterwards. Granted, I already signed it. I'm already getting cold feet. And, yeah. This is Versa. And to the future me, you're doing this for your family. Remember that. And never forget it. As the recording stops, the sound of somewhat labored walking is heard. And I did some things. He ended up going into a tube, following Shockwave's orders, and he passes out while the tube fills up with this energy, with a bit of dark energon and energon infusion, which begins to do as Shockwave expected. It's been a while. The Autobots now have another thing like Omega Supreme. And as that happens, a prisoner from the same lab escapes. Grimlock escapes from his cell and begins going on a warpath to the center of this lab. This lab held insecticons. By this point, he's at the reactor. And he has found a death charge on one of the bodies, places it there, sets it for some couple seconds. And him, along with two others, Swoop and someone else, which I forgot the name of, they begin running. When the explosion goes off, is, well, about a couple seconds beforehand, someone opens their eyes for the first time in a while. Versa opens his eyes. Doesn't see himself yet, but he opens his eyes, hearing muffled talking behind him, almost as if they are talking about something. Seems urgent, especially in their mannerisms. Versa did not forget anything. That's when the explosion hits. Versa's eyes go wide as he seemingly attempts to shield himself from the explosion, using his back towards where he heard the noise, as the floor shakes and he begins spinning. Well, not him specifically, but the ground, no, the ship that he is on, begins to spin violently as it collides with the ground with a loud explosion afterwards, sending a recently turned off stasis pod out and into the rusted sea. He realizes where he is and realizes that if he opens this, he will die. So he waits. More time passes. By this time, people are beginning to tire. Higher on both sides. The ship that the Autobots have made is finally beginning to be operational. It's almost time for them to leave. That's when Versa finally, after about a week, couple weeks, comes ashore and sees these bugs just surrounding him, chittering, clacking. The sounds of some of them speaking. The sounds say, the voices say, stronger than us. New apex acquired. Awaiting for orders. Now, Voss does not understand, but he just goes with it. He attempts to ask, how long has it been since I have been in that tube? We don't know. We just found you, one replies. He begins speaking with them, getting more and more information on exactly what's happening, and realizes that he has zero time to lose. He begins sending the insecticons that are under his control, which at this point he controls an entire hive. A hive of rogues. As Voss does also wage small wars within Insecticon culture, increasing the number of his brood, he guesses. But, he knows one thing. he wants to survive. At this point, he has come to realize Cybertron is dying. And without the spark, the little spark, we will die. Without the core of the planet, we will soon die. Granted, we are what we are, but we only have so much time, you see. And well, to be honest, we have a doom clock now. A doom clock to where we must survive. We must take what is ours, what is Voss's, and no one else's. Granted, he always had dreams of overthrowing Megatron. That was never an option, however. But when it comes down to it, Voss knows what he wants. He wants power. He wants time. Apparently there's a convoy of Energon moving. As well as them finding out where the base is. Where the ship is. And the monolithic titan which watches over it. He feels the dark energon pulsing through his body. Now, Versa has made multiple generals. Split off, 50 generals go there, and 50 generals go there. One engages the Energon on convoy, and the other engages the Titan. Versa decides that he must finally get off his ass and do something. He has been getting bored. He has figured out what he could transform into now. A weird-ass beetle. But, I know what I will do. I'm gonna wreck the fuck out of people. I'm gonna try and kill folks. I only know one thing. And one thing very well. God damn it. He's been bored and he knows how to do one thing and one thing mainly. Knows how to swing a hammer. And swing it hard and fast. So, he's going to that convoy that he's heard so much about. After all, well, actually, no, he's not going to go to the convoy. My apologies. He's, he's going to the fucking giant. Which he's hoping to God is like damn near the same size as Omega Supreme. It's bigger. Which, the first thought of him is like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, this is gonna suck. And that's like the only thing he says. He's just walking. And I'm not gonna lie to you, there are a fuck ton of Autobots. And like, yeah, sure, they got like Decepticon incursions, but they didn't get fucking bugs. So, none of them really were expecting when they just kind of got sneak attacked and, like, killed. Like, from being drug underneath the ground. Now, the front attacking forces, this is a neutral party, by the way. The Insecticons don't give a fuck. If you're a Decepticon, Autobot, don't give a fuck. Rip them in half. If you don't fly our banner, which, for the sake, they don't have the Decepticon logo on. Let's just say they have a different logo, and leave it at that. But, yeah. Versa is, going. He's ripping through them with relative ease, and it's pretty much, like, not that hard to tell. Okay, that's one of the bosses. So, they send some pretty good people out. They end up sending out people like Jazz, which in this one that I'm making survive. Not for long, but for now. Along with, he already killed Ironhide. I'm gonna say Bumblebee. Because Optimus was at... I think it was like Spitfire. An air combatant. Yeah, they're trying to bring the wrath of God down. Not on Voss specifically, but in that general area. But, yeah, let's just say, big old Clankaboy, fucking, the Titan, the big-ass Autobot. That's like the size of most of the Autobot buildings, which is fucking massive. Yeah. They're actually having issues because there's so many, just so fucking many of them. Like, and they're just crawling all over them. One of them got underneath his chassis and is just going to fucking town. How, like, making, like, a lot of bad shit happen. But granted, like, it hurts. So, yeah, there's just a lot of them just all over him. And when Megatron, like, gets the word, hey, the Insecticons are attacking both convoys in a more strategic manner, something don't fucking smell right. And, like, that, the face of, the screen of, how do I say that? Shockwave, like, the eye widens for, like, a split second. And they get weird word about one literally shouting orders when the others, like, aren't near the Autobot shuttle. Which, like, people are confused about. So Shockwave, Brawl, and a fair bit of people, like a lot of people, I'm gonna say Starscream too, get sent out. Out with like a fuck ton of troops, hoping to capitalize on this. So, yeah. So, it's, Versa with, like, 4 other commanders versus Jazz, all the people that I said prior, Brawl, and all of the people that I described on the Decepticon team. they're getting fucking sandwiched. And, I'm not gonna lie to you. They got one way to push. And they ain't gonna push away. They're gonna push forward. So, as soon as Versa, I'm sorry if I, switch up in between those. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about our big bug boy. Anyway. But, yeah. He's in the front line still, granted, he's hurt a little bit. But, he has a lot more armor than he used to. And, that, and he wears, heavy armor that he finds. So it's a mixed match of, his old armor and his new shit. So, you're having a difficult time going through his armor. And he's just running through. Just smashing and bashing. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Jazz tries to pull some slick shit and toss a grenade at him. Versa fucking hits it with a baseball bat. Not a baseball bat, like a baseball bat with his hammer. Fucking dumbass. Me. But, yeah. Hits it towards Spitfire. Causes him to de-transform and fall to the ground. As, he gets eaten alive. Yeah, no, Spitfire's fucking dead. But, yeah, Jazz, realized that, what the fuck? And as soon as he says that, he notices that, Versa's attention is on him. And he's charging directly at him. And is oh no, fuck this. And, he just starts pulling back. Bumblebee's trying to intercept. But, as you would expect, Bumblebee kind of gets that, that treatment on, I'm not gonna lie to you, there was an attempted countercharge against, Versa. Versa bashed through them like fucking nothing. Versa, along with his insecticons, just fucking, nah. You can't get them. Granted, Brawl and everyone else there is just letting the insecticons do shit. Because why the fuck would they get involved? Why fight them when they're fresh? When they're doing so good against the Autobots? Let them finish, and then we do cleanup job. If only it was so simple. Because the Autobots' flank team came behind them and is almost smushing the fucking Insecticons and the Autobots together. And at this point, I'm not gonna lie to you, the Titan's so fucking occupied with flying units and shit, it's actually having trouble because of their acidic nature to melt through this man's fucking armor. Because he can't, they know, we're not gonna get through that with just our teeth. Use the fucking rust bucket, which is literally just, a really big pill bug that curls up into a ball. Gets picked up by, two flyers and just fucking thrown. And it fucking explodes into acid. just rust. Which, yeah, it's causing significant damage to, big guy. And at this point, like, everyone that is, like, in the machine's like, yeah, no, we need to hurry up and get this bitch off the ground. And they're like, I'm sorry, do you want it to do a hop? Because we can't do that right now. Now, we need to hold them there. We don't need to push them back. We need to hold them. But apparently there's fucking Decepticons too. And it's like, we don't give a fuck about the Decepticons right now. We give a fuck about the people that are, like, actually beating the dog shit out of 90% of our ground troops. Even the Titan. Titan, the fucking monolith that is on our side is having trouble. So, guess what? Stop bitching, get down there, and hold the fucking line. Because at this point, people are fucking scared. Why? Oh, simple. Of this fucking... of, like, these bugs. Which, granted, like, Jazz has seen before, but, like, not this tactical. They were never this smart. Ever. Fucking ever this smart. And they're following this big one's orders. So he assumes, hey, that's their boss. But yeah, no, we're gonna cut back to the Energon convoy, where, well, actually, no, Brawl would not be in the what the fuck, at the monolithic Titan, because he is an integral part of Bruticus. You know, the combination robot. I mean, Decepticon. That I frankly call Lord Slap Your Shit. Yeah. But, back to it. When it comes down to, like, that, it goes to canon. And if you don't know what the canon is, don't worry. Play Fall of Cybertron. It's a good time and it's a good game. It's not a waste of your money. But, yeah. When it comes down to, like, the Insecticons in general, they are pushing back the Autobots. Still, Bumblebee loses an arm. And Jazz dies. Gets fucking his skull smashed by Versa. Now, Optimus and, like, everyone on the ship is like, alright, use the ship's weapons and carpet bomb that bitch. we don't need this right now. We actually don't have the time for this. And that is when the Titan falls to its knees and on its side. Like, fairly close by. It is damaged enough. Versa smiles a wicked smile and begins running over. Now, I'm gonna give Megatron some abilities, given the fact that in the game he died and became Galvatron. You know, Megatron that came back from the dead because of Dark Energon, and basically becoming Frankenstein's scary-ass Megatron. So, when he feels this burst of Dark Energon, and he knows, like, hell, Brawl and fucking... They aren't in that direction, and Brawl does not have that kind of control over Dark Energon. So... yeah. Megatron immediately has, like, 18 more shuttles go over there, one of them including himself in it. Because he's like, oh, hell no! Someone else stole my gimmick! Get him! But yeah, that's what's happening. This is a longer than usual episode, and is probably the last episode you will see from me tonight. After all, I'm at like, ooh. But, yeah. I'm at like 30%. I don't like going sub 50 by itself, but I'm like 30%. So yeah, have a nice rest of your evening, I guess. And, I guess tomorrow will be the finale of a Decepticon story. But, don't worry. Something interesting will happen. Have a nice day.